This psychic based in the UK with over 134,000 subscribers, who has been featured in the Metro, the Mirror, the Sun, and many more, for his scarily accurate psychic predictions. Some of the predictions he had been saying for years and got right include the death of Princess Diana, Brexit, and the election of Donald Trump as president. And now he's back with some shocking predictions about the Isreal Gazza war, how long it will last, what it's really all about, how this could escalate, and what it means for the rest of the world. But before we continue, do me a solid, hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Now let's continue as I share some clips about these upcoming predictions.
I can't see peace actually happening until people change and religious attitudes change, and we can bomb each other into dust, but that still means that the people have not changed their mindsets. And in particular, I think the danger is always been and has been for a long time Iran, because my feeling is that what's happening in Israel is a result of Iranian interference, indirectly tied up with Russian interference, and maybe even North Korea there somewhere in the background, perhaps offering delivery systems to Iran, who are inches away from having nuclear capability to deliver nuclear bombs, which is something that, has now come into the press a little bit more already.
So now let's talk about the big distraction: Iran and the danger of democracy.
My main prediction was about that this whole war is not really between Israel and Gaza. This is between Israel and Iran. And I feel Iran has been wanting to distract from its own internal problems, because its big internal problems is the danger of democracy that has been coming with the very powerful and admirable women's movement in Iran. But that will be shut up very quick, just like the Chinese shut up the umbrella movement.
So what is this war
in
really
Hong Kong.
all about?
And this is not about territory and land. It's nothing to do with territory and land. There's been all sorts of options on the table, but for a Palestinian country and things like this. But this is a clash of ideas, isn't it? This is a clash of religious ideas. This is a clash of cultures. This is a clash of ideologies.
So what does this mean for the rest of the Middle East?
Saw in my earlier predictions, and these are the things I think are coming forward, sadly, is that this will escalate. It will escalate into Lebanon. I've stood there on the Golan Heights, looking down on the where you can see Lebanon, you can see Israel, and you can see Syria. I think it was all three countries you could see from this standpoint place where we stood, and Israel is completely vulnerable from those Golan Heights, and it wouldn't surprise me at all if Hezbollah go in and try to go in through the Golan Heights. That's what I'm seeing anyway. I'm seeing Iranian encouraged drive into the Golan Heights.
How does this tie in with the Russian war?
I was saying that I feel as if Russia has met the Chinese, North Koreans have tied in, Iran has been selling drones to fight in Ukraine. China, I think, has been secretly funding perhaps some of the Russian war, perhaps deals done with oil. It's often oil behind these things, isn't it? And China needs oil desperately, because its manufacturing depends on oil. If things change in the Middle East with an oil shortage, for example, oil prices are likely to soar in the coming months.
So what does this mean politically?
Conflict between the political parties and an unstable government, and I'm seeing a second election ahead. There's another election ahead, not maybe immediately, but it's not far ahead. And I'm seeing Polish warplanes, and I see something about a Polish plane shot down, maybe a fighter plane or something. Don't know if the Poles I don't think you've sent your planes to Ukraine, but there was talk of it, wasn't there? But I'm seeing like a Polish plane coming down, and I'm sensing a lot of distress in the country about a big flood of immigration coming in the next year into Poland. And perhaps this is where I see a big reversal of the politics, right? So I know nothing much about it.
Is there any hope? How can we end this?
I'm seeing Trump. He does help settle it down. Maybe the American election makes a deal has been made. But it's going to get real bad, I think, in terms of Iran. And I feel that Iran will be hit, probably hit by American or British or European weapons being used by the Israelis too. And but I just have a gut feeling that not just one, but multiple great people will come into this world to help get us back on track. We really need it, don't we? Really, at the moment, we really need it. But ultimately, no great teacher, no guru, no second coming and things like this can ever change people's hearts. Only we can change the human heart. Nobody can do it. It's the hardest thing in the world to change the human heart, they say. Only we can do that. And the only time that we will get peace in the Middle East, surely, is when the human heart has changed, when we stop having religions of hatred and we look for love.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, do me a solid. Hit that thumbs up button and subscribe for more updates. Your clicks fuel my prophecy machine.